must ask you all the time, who was the fastest one of all of that crowd? And you kept to all those great West Indian fast bowlers, didn't you?
You know, every now and then he made a very marked impression on me on a couple of occasions where I just said, well, I've never ever kept to anything this quick. And that was Patrick Patterson.
Well caught, beautiful catch, superb catch by Dujon.
About him, magnificent delivery.
That could be the end of it. Patrick Patterson, the bowler, the man they wanted. That's up in the air. Patterson strikes again. Yes, it's all over. Jim Patterson takes 5.
Patrick Patterson, who got the first breakthrough for the West Indies.
Alderman, like the rest, was no match for Patrick Patterson.
Where is Patrick Patterson? It's been one of the biggest mysteries in West Indian cricket for close to 2 decades. Several theories abound in Kingston's cricketing circles though. Some say he shifted base to the USA. Some say he drifted away to the wilderness due to drug abuse and destitution. Others say he's been in the mental asylum. Most say he's lost in the bush.
6 long years and a lot of journalistic serendipity to finally find Patrick Patterson. When I met him, I told him about all the urban legends that have turned into folklore about the one man who once was the fastest and most menacing fast bowler in the world. Unfortunately, he responded to most of them as if he was hearing about them for the first time. Here's a brief snippet of my chat with him. Later on, you would develop this reputation of being this fast bowler that everybody was scared of. I mean, it's different when you're young and you can actually intimidate batsmen. So
that part of it I can remember a little bit about, later on, like at the international level, because when we got, talked about, and you were sort of, notice it a little bit more, But I didn't really pay much attention to it then. We were just busy trying to enjoy,
Right.
as it go on, yeah.
Right. You picked for Jamaica pretty early. I mean, you kind of like made your progress. Like progress was pretty rapid.
First class level we're talking. I'm going to do well. Like to recall all of these. No, serious, because I mentioned to you, because I'm so far away from nothing around me, like to remind you really of the whole journey. Right. And it has been like that for a few years.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
20. I'm at this address for 20 odd years.
20 odd years?
Yeah, 20 plus, yeah.
Right.
And like I said, there's nothing where I am to remind me about what we're talking about, because that's how it is.
Right.
So, trying to talk about it now, I have to try to...
You have to rack your brains.
Serious, racking, yeah.
But
we'll try, yeah?
Yes, we'll try. And only today someone was talking about this mini test that happened between Jamaica and Barbados right here, where it was you, Walsh, and a couple of others versus Ghana.
Michael Holding.
Yeah, and Michael Holding, yes. Michael Holding was there, And then there was Ghana, Marshall, Milton Small, and there was this ball. I'm sure you remember this ball. Gordon Greenidge walked out to bat, and you hit him right here on the chest. And apparently the starch just like went poof. And I think 2 balls later, Gordon Greenidge just nicked one and got out. You remember that?
We're going to take some remembering. Vaguely, to be honest, vaguely,
Right.
I can remember the atmosphere, it was like you said, it was a test atmosphere.
Right.
To recall, the personal performances, it's going to take some doing.
Right.
I hope you understand.
No, I totally understand.
Because it is so,
I totally understand.
Very much so, yeah?
Yes. Absolutely.